Dave Hens of BushTubers.com here. All right, we're in day 2 of the 7-day excursion out in the old the woods with the Sticks and Stones school. But we're going to take this hunk of wood, right? This knife, my new knife, right? My new Gerber. I'm going to take this bad boy, and we're actually going to make this into the parts for the bow drill that I need. Right? So that's going to be interesting. Got to be smacking it all down here so I can get my my spindle. I already have the bow. I'm going to have the fireboard. What I'm doing is I'm pushing the knife all the way into the edge here, so I have some of the blade sticking out on this side. So I can take the club and basically keep smashing it down. Now when I started, it slid off to the back, so I just forced it back through. Right? This is to make the spindle. Push down on one side, smack down on the other, so you're just kind of rocking it back and forth. But, wow. It's a lot of work. There we go. Perfect. So this is probably going to end up being my spindle. This part here will be my fireboard. So I got another one of that. It's a big knot in here. That there is hard to break through, but I went this way obviously because you can see the stains, right? So in here I'm just going to start rounding off the edges. And you can see like that. So take it in like so. And just basically start rounding it off, get kind of a rounded edge out of here, so we can just get it all down there. Now, size-wise, right, this is a little bit long, I'll be cutting it off here, but I'd rather carve the whole spindle first. Once it's carved out, then I can cut that piece down because it gives you a little extra in case you need it. So I'm starting to round this thing off now. You can kind of see, now you see where it's kind of become a wedge? When you're driving it in, as it starts to become a wedge, you can twist the knife and you bang on it and it kind of starts to straighten out what you're doing. Now I've gone too far with this, so it's a little bit beyond, but sometimes, you know, just by a slight angle of the knife, and you can see that, you start bringing it back in and around, because you see where I got, right, all these weird parts here, but if you look here, much narrower, it's starting to round out. The other thing you could do though is switch back and just do it the opposite way. So I went this way and I got this side, the rounded side. So put the knife, just start hacking away this part, but I'm only going to take off a small little bit. So you see where the knife is? So that's what I'm going to take off. But as you look down the side, it comes out. So you see how it's narrow here and widens and narrows again? Well, I'm going to cut it down on an angle so that it basically tapers off here, so it becomes another wedge but going this way. Okay, one other thing, guys, I'm just going to show you this really quick. You see the size of this, right? By the time I'm done, I'm just talking to the instructor, I will whittle this down to about this big, about the size of my thumb, right? Because you can see really close here, you'll see a crack there, which I'm going to smack out next. There's another crack, I don't know if you can see it, but it's really fine right there. And there's another one there. So there, that one. So basically that's the only piece I got left to create what I need to create. So about the size of my, width of my thumb all the way down. And the other thing is I look down the shaft. You see like the knot is actually going to be taken out right once I split through there. That knot will be shaved out. A lot of these things will be taken out. So, but I'm going to start taking big chunks off of this. Now this is the actual piece. It all came from the same piece. So you say you should use the same wood for your spindle as your flat board, or your flat board, or your fireboard. So it could be harder wood. Or correction, no, softer wood. The hardest wood is your spindle. And hopefully I didn't screw that up. But so I have just little parts here. Just kind of show you guys how I'm splitting it, how I roll. Right. So I find that little crack. Right. So now I've split into it. Right. This is not vital. Now, what I'm doing, remember I mentioned, I'm twisting the handle on an angle like that because I don't want my split going this way. I want my split going that way just to shave it off. So I'm angling the blade so it'll peel off and make a wedge to going out that way.